I was reading a really interesting article the other day online about how creative practitioners and people working in the creative industry maintain their healthy balance between working on projects for clients and their jobs and working on their own personal projects, and as I say, keeping a healthy balance between the two of those. And this article sort of talked about several different techniques that you did to do so, but one in particular kind of stuck out a little bit and caught my attention, and it was a technique called 20% times. It was a technique that was devised by Google to help their engineers maintain this balance, as I say. And essentially what it means is 20% time, 20% of their working time would be used on their own projects, their own self-driven work. So obviously 20% time of a working week roughly works out to be 8 hours, which is one day usually. So one day a week they were allowed to basically do whatever they wanted. Presumably it had to be something creative and had to be something productive. So it couldn't be, I'm going to go to Facebook all day. It had to be, I'm going to spend this whole day working on my own projects. And from what I've read, it could be things like bug fixing, it could be, like I said, innovating new ideas for the company, or maybe more personal projects. I don't know the limitations on that bit, but from what I've read, certain innovations came out, such as Google Mail probably being the biggest example, and then I say lots of little bug fixes and stuff. Now this idea of 20% time really intrigued me, and it's something I wanted to try and employ into my own life just a little bit, but I unfortunately work in retail. So it's very, very impossible, I should say, to do this, to make 20% of my working time into personal project time. It's not going to happen, it's impossible. They would never let me do that. So I began toying with the idea of maybe instead doing 20% extra time. Taking what would be effectively 20% time of my working week, but adding that extra and making sure I focus that time on personal projects, to make sure I always do a certain amount of time on personal projects each week. Now when I really started thinking about this, this turns out to be 8 hours of your spare time, your personal time, Adam, you're going to spend doing work. That became a little bit daunting to me, and I think maybe that's a little bit too much. It might wear me out, it might drown me a little bit too much in this sort of I have to do more work kind of situation. So I'm thinking of revising that plan and becoming 10% extra time. So effectively, every week I will spend 4 hours a week working on a creative project. And this is obviously broken down however I want it to be. It could be half an hour each day and then 1 hour the last day. It could be all 4 hours in one go. Whatever I want really, just to make sure I'm doing creative projects each week, because I know it's something that I've been severely lacking in for the last year pretty much. I haven't done many creative projects, not consistently anyway. And also as a bit of a supplement to this, I want to again make sure I'm doing this. I've decided to make a new blog where each week I'm going to do a little write-up where I talk about what I've done during that week, what creatively I've done during this week. And if it's a finished project, obviously link that to the blog as well. If not, just talk about the fact that I've done stuff. I think I get too stuck in this idea that I need to finish a project, and it's like, no, not necessarily. Just do full 4 hours of work on creative work. It doesn't matter if I finish something or not, it just matters I've done the work. I may finish it the week after or the week after that. It doesn't really matter. And this is the issue I've been dealing for a long time, is that I'm too much of a completionist, and sometimes I get the impression, I get the idea in my head that if I can't finish it, what's the point of starting it? And I'm not actually sure that's the healthiest mindset to go into this. So, as I say, I'm going to adopt this new working lifestyle plan, and hopefully it may get some of the gears moving. I might actually have a bit more regular creative content to put into the world, whether it be videos like this, blog posts, sketching, it doesn't really matter what, but hopefully there will be more content coming from me soon and to be put onto the internet. Until then, bye.